And instead of John Deere, it kind of says, Dear John. And it's very rare as a songwriter that your living room gives you the title of a song. I was like, Dear John, John Deere? Dear John, John Deere, oh my God. I just stood there for a second going, is this really happening? And so I called my friend Calvin Hart, and we've had this duo together for 25 years, and he's a really good songwriter, really good country songwriter. He loves country songs, and he loves an idea like this. I call him, and you know, nowadays when people call you, you're like, okay, who died? I didn't text him, I called him, and he answered. He's like, I didn't even say anything. All I said was, Dear John, John Deere. He goes, I'll be right over. And he grabbed his guitar and came over, and like the 10 minutes it took to get to the house, he had 10 ideas about what the song could be about, and I had 10 more. And we sat there for about an hour just talking about stuff and fleshing out ideas, and some of them were terrible ideas. And I hope we chose the right one. It seems to be one that's been working. And so we decided that she's pissed off because he's been drinking again, and he promised he would stop. And so she goes outside and she writes a Dear John letter in the cornfield with his tractor. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. The cornfield said she's out of here. It was short and sweet, but it was loud and clear. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. He promised he wouldn't, but he did it again. Passed out, blacked out at 6 a.m. in a whiskey coma on the kitchen floor. She had it up to here, she couldn't take no more. She threw on her bathrobe, stormed outside, fired up his tractor and went for a ride. She plowed the corn, and the note she left was a 90-foot message that he'd never forget. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. The cornfield said she's out of here. It was short and sweet, but it was loud and clear. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. You know, she kept it simple so he'd understand. Just 2 big letters for one small man. She started it out with a big old F, and it don't take no genius to guess the rest. Simple so he'd understand. Just 2 big letters for one small man. She started it out with a big old F, and it don't take no genius to guess the rest. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. The cornfield said she's out of here. It was short and sweet, but it was loud and clear. She wrote a Dear John with his John Deere. You guys sing that with me. She wrote a Dear John with his yeah.